Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Engine Builder Show. Yesterday, I asked you a question. I'm going to ask you another one today. Are you growing your business? Expect this healthy challenge to occur frequently. But what is this healthy challenge I just mentioned? Gabe is going to let you know. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and enjoy the show. Good morning, everybody.
There was always a ton to learn. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're doing well and enjoying the last few days of April here. We've got a few days left and first month of the second quarter. And so hopefully you're hitting your targets, you're hitting your goals. And I appreciate you taking time to tune in and be here today because that's why I do it. I want to provide you value, support you, give you everything that I can in our time each day to help you just be supported in your entrepreneurial journey and also understand what's involved in marketing and leadership and in all the things related to just growing the business. Today, I want to talk to you about something that took me a while to understand. And I'm still, coming to grips with it and still working to understand it. But it's something that's really been helpful to me the more I dive into it. And essentially what happens is when we start to grow a business, we start to do things that most other people in the world are afraid to do. Whether you're building your business on the side and working your day job, whether it's part-time and you're starting up, or if you've dove in and it's full-time for you, you're risking what a lot of people won't risk. They'd rather have in their mind what they believe to be security of a regular job, and security and steady income and all those things that most people want. And there's nothing wrong with those people wanting those things. But when you step out and become an entrepreneur, you are risking a ton. You're risking your time, your money, your feelings will get hurt. You will get rejected. You will fail. The things that you think are the absolute best ideas in the world will end up being stupid ideas sometimes. That's just the way it goes. I've had thousands of stupid ideas as an entrepreneur. But if you keep at it, if you keep working at it, then eventually you will be able to find an idea that actually matters and that works. But it's not easy. There are some simple, straightforward parts of it, but it's definitely not easy. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of emotional fortitude. And if you're growing, what happens is you're going to overcome these failures. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to have challenges. You're going to have to find what works for you, because what works for me may not work exactly the same way for you. You're going to have to customize it. You're going to have to learn on your own. You're going to have to go through multiple different, versions to see, what actually sticks for you. And as you grow, the other thing that happens, which is not always, talked about as prominently in entrepreneurial circles, is that when you grow, you end up outgrowing people. And you end up outgrowing positions and situations. Because if you were static, then you would work the same job for, decades. You would hang out with the same people. You would just stick with what you have right now. But if you're an entrepreneur and you're trying to change the world and you're trying to grow a business that matters and really truly serves people, then you have to keep changing yourself. One of the things that I always say is, don't worry. The good news about entrepreneurship is all you have to do is change yourself 100% year over year. And I'm half being sarcastic. I'm half being honest, because if you want to grow a business, you have to change so much about yourself on a continual basis. And so that change makes it so that you outgrow other people. You'll outgrow business situations you're in. You'll outgrow team members that are working with you at times. You'll outgrow friends, family members, and you'll outgrow positions, and you'll outgrow things that you're interested in. And so that change, when that happens, instead of being resistant to it, it actually means that you're growing. And there's definitely bittersweet parts of it. It's not easy to move on from a position, from a relationship, from a peer group. But if you allow yourself to stay there and stay comfortable, then you're going to slow your own growth and you're going to slow the growth of your business. So one of the things around this that's been really helpful for me is Good friend of mine, Vinny Fisher, a couple of years ago said to me, he's like, well, there's seasons for everything. He's like, there's seasons where you need to just be really heads down and focused in your business, and that's going to take up a lot of time. There's seasons when your kids are at different ages that you're going to, you definitely need to invest more time with them. And then when they get older, you're going to enter a season where they won't need you as much. They'll be more independent. And he just introduced just this one simple word and just concept to me that everything in life is a season, instead of thinking that we create these fixed containers that we control and, that we have absolute control of. In reality, we're just in a current season and things are going to shift. When we start to realize that, and we see that we're just in a season and the season is going to come to an end and a new season is going to begin, it allows us to operate with more grace and with more just wisdom and forethought in seeing, like, here's what's really going on. Here's where I am, and I'm not going to be in this position forever. It also helps us make commitments more honestly, because I know I've ineffectively told people, oh yeah, I can do this forever, or I'm going to dive in and do this. And I don't frame it or preface it at all by telling them I'm more than willing to help you for a season. When you do that, it's a little more honest, in my opinion, of how life actually works and how business works. And so as you're growing your business, just be aware that you're in a season right now. You're in a season where maybe you need to really grow your brand and really expand your marketing. And then that will become more stable and be a foundational kind of marketing that you have. Maybe you're in a season where you need to look at who's on your team and say, are they really people that should be here? Are they committed to the same mission and cause as me? Or have I outgrown them, or have they outgrown me? Looking around at the people you spend time with, the Facebook groups you're in, the newsletters you get, all of the content that feeds into your life every day, digitally and in person. Are you in the right groups right now? Or, has that season changed, and do you need to shift your focus? So what's helped me just continue to grow and continue to change personally, which has allowed me to serve my team and grow our business and serve our clients, is being really intentional about where I want to go, how much I want to grow, and the targets and goals I have, because each individual on their journey as an entrepreneur has a different vision of what things look like and what they want. It's absolutely awesome if somebody wants to run a 6-figure a year business very profitably, and that's how big they want to grow their business. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with the person that wants to grow a $100 million business or $1 billion business either. That's their goal. And that's what they want. And so instead of you trying to want what somebody else wants, take time to really sit with yourself and say, what season am I in? What matters to me in life? And in this season, at least, how do I want to grow my business and what I want to do? As an example, like, I'm really grateful. I'm in a season right now where I get to help coach my son's baseball team. And that means that for the next few months, it's a short season in this kind of, sense, I'm not going to do a lot of traveling. I'm going to do things virtually. I'm going to commit to being at every single game that I can and showing up for him and his team, because that's what matters to me. It's the season I'm in now, but in another handful of years, he'll be driving and he'll, be hanging out with his friends and doing more things like that. And me traveling a little bit more isn't going to impact the season that I'm going to be in then. So just being aware of where you are and making decisions to really align with what you want, what you believe, your goals, and also the season that you're in is going to help you be successful in business and in life. And the other thing to just be aware of is, like, you might be in a season of struggle. You might be in a season where you really have to dig in and learn, and you have to eliminate distractions, and you have to let go of toxic relationships. You might just be in the thick of it right now, in the trenches of life and entrepreneurship and growing a business. If that's the case, that's okay. Just know where you are, realize it's a season, and everything's going to shift anyway, and control. But if we embrace the part of the journey that we're on, and we, choose to just walk through it with grace and love, growing and changing, letting go of people that are no longer supposed to be with us, letting go of ideas and concepts and even business units and products and services that no longer serve us in this season, and focusing on, the thing that's really going to move us forward. Those are the things that help us grow and change. And so if you're growing as a leader, as an entrepreneur, just growing personally, then this challenge is going to occur frequently. You're going to outgrow people, situations, you're going to outgrow things based on the season that you're in. So today, I just want to encourage you to not be discouraged when you're in the season that may seem hard. Just remember, it's a season. It's going to change and shift. And just to show up intentionally, and just like John said, keep going, keep moving forward, and be able to just really, understand that you're just in this season right now, and it's going to shift again. But ultimately, it's how we show up on a daily basis. It's what our heart's intention is, that shines through the loudest. That's what's communicated. That's what's heard by those around us and by the universe. And ultimately, growing and changing is going to yield to amazing results for you in your own life, for the team you serve, for the clients you get to be around, for those personal relationships you have, and for the world around you. So I hope today that's helpful to you. Whatever season you're in, just keep going. I encourage you to stick with it. This is not an easy path, but if you're willing to stick with it, there are great results. And I appreciate you taking time today, just being here with me. And I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's show.